Hey, what is up guys, this is Shreyas and welcome to my YouTube channel. The Redmi K20 Pro was unveiled around a year ago and it was their first flagship, which also happens to be the most expensive Redmi phone to be launched in India, offered extraordinary value for money at that time. It definitely made its name as the best phone in its segment in 2019. So I have been using this phone for more than 8 months now, and after 1 year of launch, it is now available for even lower price. So the question is it still worth it or not? Well, let's take a look at what it offers. So first, let's take a look at the display of this phone. It's a 6.4-inch AMOLED display which has almost no bezels around it. It definitely misses out on higher refresh rate, but it's a really good AMOLED panel for the price. The colors are punchy, viewing angles, touch response is also very good. There is pretty much nothing which I could complain about the display. It also has Gorilla Glass 5 which does a very good job of resisting scratches, but I do use a tempered glass just for the extra layer of protection and recommend the same. Now let's talk about the design, which I think is the best part of this phone. The front looks quite futuristic with almost no bezels. The phone looks nothing like the existing Redmi models. Despite being a big phone, it is still quite easy to hold. It comes in an all-glass finish with 3 color options: carbon black, which is the one I have, red and blue. Like I mentioned before, the device is protected with Gorilla Glass 5 on both front and back. The overall device looks and feels quite premium and will definitely make you to flaunt it. But at the end, it is still all-glass phone, and as you know it, glass do shatter quite easily if it drops at the right angle, so I do recommend using the free hard case which comes in the box. And if you are looking for even more protection, then check out my review of the Ringaki Fusion X case. The link is in the description of this video. The K20 Pro is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 processor, which is an octa-core processor clocked at 2.84 GHz with Adreno 640 GPU and 6 or 8 GB of RAM depending on the variant you choose. Now, even though 855 being a year-old chipset now, it still delivers exceptional performance, matching with the OnePlus and other flagship smartphones. It can handle intensive gaming and multitasking without any issue. It is also very good in heat management, and that is something most smartphones do suffers with even today. Overall, it's a delight to use, and performance will not gonna be an issue for both average and power users. Now let's discuss about the camera. The Redmi K20 Pro comes with triple camera module which has primary, wide angle and telephoto sensor. Now talking about the image quality, the primary camera provides really good image quality with decent dynamic range. The autofocus system works quite well in most conditions. The wide angle and the telephoto lens does produce reasonably okay pictures, but they are not really the strongest suit of the K20 Pro. The image quality from wide angle and the telephoto sensor is quite soft and gets even worse in the low light situation. But if you look at the price and the overall camera setup, it is gonna be fine for most of the users. It also comes with 20 megapixel selfie camera which clicks decent selfies and also has motorized pop-up mechanism with LED built in around the module, which also acts as a notification light which works quite well. The phone has 4000 mAh battery and it does support 27 watt fast charging. Xiaomi do offer 18 watt charger out of the box, and if you want, you can get 27 watt fast charger separately. As far as the battery life is concerned, the phone does last for a day, and if you are not much into gaming, then it can easily last for over 30 hours. Overall, it provides solid battery backup, and as far as the charging time is concerned, it takes a little bit more than an hour to get fully charged. Now there are problems with this phone, and first and the most obvious one is the MIUI. Xiaomi has done major changes to the Android OS, which alters the way OS looks and functions. It's a heavy skin, comes with a bunch of bloatwares which cannot be removed unless you root your phone or something like that, which I'm sure average buyer of this phone is not familiar with. Another problem with the MIUI is the notorious spammy ad program, which I'm highly against with. What you can do is that you can disable most of these bloatwares and the ad program from settings, which I strongly recommend. Second one is the lack of IR blaster feature, which is available in more cheaper Redmi phones. And the last one is the camera, which, like I mentioned before, is not the strongest suit of this phone. So back to the question, is it still worth it? The short answer is yes. It's a fantastic phone for the price, no complaints whatsoever. But if you are a little bit flexible with your budget, then you should also consider looking at the Realme X2 Pro. If you cannot extend your budget, then you can definitely go with the K20 Pro. So that's all about the video itself. If you like this feature, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you friends for watching, and I will catch you guys later.